It's the last of the professional MasterChef semi-finals. The contestants have been sent to cook for some of the most inspirational chefs in the country.
Good start, good solid start. I'm impressed.
Happy food, happy chefs, happy customers.
So far, Mark, Nick, and Danilo have earned a place in finals week. Now, the last 3 chefs will battle to stay in the competition. 33-year-old Scott from Hertfordshire, 27-year-old Mark from Worcestershire, and 33-year-old Andy from Suffolk.
My competition so far has been very much up and down. But whenever my neck's right on the block, I seem to just produce the best work that I've ever done.
Well, I'm not thinking about winning it just yet. I'm taking each stage at a time.
I don't think there could be any mistakes. It's a tough challenge ahead.
I'd love our chefs to go out there, open their minds and take it all in.
It's 6 a.m. and Andy, Mark, and Scott are in Lancashire.
Where do you think we're off to, Scott?
No idea. Could be anywhere.
I've never seen so many fields.
For the next 2 days, they'll be working at the 1 Michelin-starred Northcote, situated in the heart of the Ribble Valley.
Beautiful.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
During their stay, they'll be under the guidance of one of the country's most respected chefs, Lisa Allen.
My love of food came from when I was younger. I think food gives you a chance to express yourself, emotionally, physically. Food is really, is in my heart.
After spending 2 years at the 2-star Le Champignon Sauvage in Cheltenham, she returned to her home county.
When I was 21, I came back up north, because that's where I'm from, and came here to Northcote.
Working under chef patron Nigel Howarth, Lisa quickly rose through the ranks, becoming head chef at just 24.
It was a shock becoming head chef at such a young age, but I really relished it because it made me grow as a person and it made me a better chef that I am today.
For the last 11 years, Lisa has held the restaurant's Michelin star by showcasing the very best of Lancashire produce.
I love the fact that we can make our region shine by using all the produce to actually put them in dishes and get the best out of them.
It's an amazing opportunity. It's like once in a lifetime, really, for me. It's pretty daunting, but you're definitely going to learn.
I've not cooked in any Michelin-star restaurants. Obviously, I'm nervous, but hopefully I can get through the day with a smile on my face.
I think the level of expectation on us is going to be massive, and hopefully I can do a good job in there.
It's a big risk bringing other chefs into the kitchen. We've got paying customers to feed, so they're coming here with high expectations. Those chefs have got to deliver it. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Northcote. This place is grown over the years, and I've been here a long time, so it's really important to me. It's close to my heart. For you to come into the kitchen is a big deal for me, because obviously I want to see that the food is going out correctly and precisely. We've got a full hotel and a very busy lunch, so let's get cracking.
For today's service, the contestants will have to become part of Lisa's brigade. They will each be solely responsible for one dish on the lunch menu.
It's an amazing experience. I love going to other people's kitchen and kind of learning and seeing what other people do. So this is another good day.
Mark is on the starter section. His dish is Bowland venison tartare with pickled mushrooms, a local Lancashire sheep's milk curd, fresh peas, sorrel and pea puree. And on the side, a pastry cracker topped with Parmesan cheese.
I think this dish is very deceiving because there's not a lot of cooking involved. but actually the technique is in the seasoning and the plating of it. The most important part of this is the dicing of the venison, because it's raw. We don't like to do it nice and fresh, and this is all done into order, OK?
Dice it to order?
Yeah, dice it to order. I'm looking for absolute precision. Everything's got to be the same size, all right? And you want exactly 50 grams.
Yep.
OK? Next crucial part is the seasoning.
Yep.
So I added in a little bit of salt, a little bit of hazelnut oil.
Yep.
OK, we want the venison to shine in this dish. You want to try a bit? You'll see you get a nice little bit of salt in it. So what I'm looking for is for you to taste, taste and taste, all right?
Next is the Parmesan cracker, a thin sheet of fouille de brick pastry that must be deep fried to order.
You're gonna keep it moving. We want a nice golden colour to it.
Yep.
Okay? But we also want to get that, you know, the layers of crispiness coming through. So this is giving you another element of texture. So basically take it out, and then you're gonna season it. Season it with salt from a height, so it evenly distributes over the cracker. Then you're gonna finish it with Parmesan cheese.
So you want the twill to be a little bit rustic, not flat?
Yeah, exactly, because we want to get, you know, get that height to it.
The complex starter has 9 different elements to plate up.
This is a crucial part of the pie. If it's not, you know, put down precisely, it can look very messy.
Yeah.
So next we're going to put on the pickled mushrooms. You're going to place them on, so you get a little bit of height to the dish as well. Keep the dish looking elegant, because it can easily look flat.
Yep.
Yeah, OK. So one goes with the cheese. Again, randomly, but keep looking at the plate. And then your hazelnuts on the top. OK, and around. And then the peas. Here is the husks of the hazelnut. Again, you know, you can go on the rim of the plate as well. I'm going to put the cracker on the side, so you can see how the dish is coming together.
Yep.
All right?
The dish is finished with red vein sorrel leaves, sorrel and pea puree, and the hazelnut oil.
OK, so that's the dish. OK, venison tartare. You can see how it's about freshness, precision, flavour. So you'll be tasting all the time, and I want to see that elegancy on the plate.
Yeah, it's an amazing dish. It's just fresh and beautiful in your mouth to eat.
Every plate has got to look the same, you know, and if it's not, it has to be done again. Stuff's not diced correctly, it has to be done again. You feel confident, you can deliver it and, you know, get the precision that I'm looking for?
Yes, chef.
Yep, perfect.
Most of the dish is done last minute to keep it nice and fresh, to make sure it's not dry. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've got to battle against as well.
Scott is on the main course.
It's amazing that Lisa's let us into her kitchen. Of course, I don't want to let her down today. I'm going to give it my best, and hopefully I can deliver.
He is responsible for the wood pigeon, glazed in an onion caramel. Pigeon legs stuffed with a chicken mousse, roasted and steamed cabbage with sautéed girolles, with a garnish of blue cheese and crispy cabbage leaves, all finished with a rich pigeon sauce.
There's a lot of detail in the cooking, in the plating, and also it's a very busy corner. So this is a lovely local pigeon. Just want a nice distribution of colour on there, you see. We're going to pop it into the oven, 190, OK? All right. Again, it'll take about 10, 12 minutes. You need to make sure you're cooking it correctly. We're looking for something that's beautifully pink.
OK.
OK?
Yeah.
Needs at least 5 to 6 minutes resting time.
Yeah.
OK, so while the bird's resting, we're going to start bringing together the rest of the dish.
The chicken mousse stuffed pigeon leg and the cabbage are steamed, while the girolles are lightly sautéed with shallots and chives.
Straight out onto your tray. You're going to remove your legs and your cabbage from the steamer. OK, it's important everything is hot.
Yes, chef.
The pigeon crown is then coated with an onion caramel and is finished on the plancha.
So again, keep it moving all the time.
Just to get it nice and sticky.
Yeah, to get that nice, and you see the nice glaze on it at the top there? You can see that you've got quite a lot to do.
Yeah.
With a pigeon, as well as cooking it to perfection, we're going to take it off the bone with perfection, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to turn it around, take your time. That's what we're looking for, yeah? Beautiful pink. Your rolls and your legs on their cabbage leaf on the top. And then what we're going to do is finish placing it onto the dish. Sauce on, a little bit over the pigeon. You can see how it's coming down there, and then just finish it off.
OK, yeah.
Yep. OK. Perfect.
Beautiful. For me, the onion reduction is just sort of lifting the dish to another level.
You could be under pressure with this because you get quite a few on at the same time. You've got to think what your next point of call is.
I'll do my best. Yeah, I think I've got the tough one out of the three of us. Maybe I've upset someone along the line, but I'm gonna give it the best go.
It's a lot of ask, but a talented chef, so...
Yeah, I'm sure you'll nail it, Scott.
yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Finally, it's Andy who is on dessert.
Pastry isn't my strongest point, but that's why I wanted to do this, is to get out of my comfort zone and learn new things and, yeah, just absorb as much as I can in this amazing kitchen.
His dish is a take on peaches and cream. Roasted peach flavoured with champagne, red currant granita, red currant compote, a peach, champagne and lime syrup, edible flowers, and a mascarpone ice cream served on a brandy snap.
This dish definitely requires delicate hands. If your hands are shaking when you're plating this dish, I think you might be plating it a few times. It's important when you start plating this that they're nicely glazed, all right? We don't want a peach on like that that's not glazed, OK? Peach into the centre. So this is a red currant compote. The red currants have come from our garden. So when you're putting it on, you're going to get height to the dish and just precisely put it around the peach. Take a little bit of liquid again. That bit, you know, was the easiest part. The next bit is where your timing is crucial. We want it to go out cold, and we don't want anything to be melted, OK?
Sure.
In between, you put your granita, OK? You're going to spoon on your liquid. You're going to finish with flowers. We have a brandy snap that's on the side. We want a perfect Rocher of ice cream. So you can see it's already starting to melt. So the devil in this dish is the fact that it's got to go out quickly, precisely, and cold.
That syrup is...
Yeah.
Like, explodes in your mouth, doesn't it? It's a beautiful dish. It looks so simple, but it isn't by any means. We had to make the brandy snaps in our first skills test. Mine didn't quite look like that, though. Lisa's a top chef, and just to be in the same kitchen as her is amazing, but to have her actually show her one of your dishes and put her trust in you to replicate it is a big deal for me.
The restaurant is fully booked, and many of the guests have travelled here specifically to try Lisa's food.
I think it's going to be really tough for the contestants. With the high standard that we hold here, it is big pressure for them.
We're just about hit service now. The adrenaline's starting to kick in. We've got a busy lunch, so it could get a bit leery.
It's the calm before the storm. Hopefully there's a few dishes that come my way so I can really showcase what I can do.
By being on the dessert, it's probably going to be a good hour or so before one of my dishes go out. It's going to ramp up the nerves a bit, but hopefully once you get going, it should be OK.
I think it's just gone 12 o'clock, you know, the checks are just about to start rolling on. I'm a little bit nervous because it does get busy. They've got to keep up with the pace and they've got to keep up with the rest of us. They seem pretty good, so let's see how they get on. OK, in order, 4 covers. You got the 4 soup, there's 1 veggie on this table. You got a salmon, a tomato salad, 2 venison.
Yes, chef.
Mark, you're on, big boy.
Yes, chef.
His first challenge is to dice the venison so each piece is exactly the same size.
Getting the first one out is always going to be the difficult one, and then just got to keep going from there.
Perfect, all the same size, look good. OK, in order, 1 venison, 2 beef. Mark, that's another one to think about.
Yes, chef.
That's it, keep it moving so it doesn't go together too much, it's a bit harder to get it, you know, crispy all the way through when it starts folding
Yeah.
over.
Is that a bit small, or?
Yeah, that one's too small, so is that. So you need to do another one there.
Yeah,
Instead of,
yes,
don't
chef.
use that one, yeah? You need to move quickly now, because you're going to be away soon, yeah?
If you move them too quickly, they fold in half on each other. If you don't move them, they go flat. So it's a balancing act, I think.
Yeah, that's it, much better. You need to start cracking on with those plates, yeah?
Yes, chef.
So really concentrate and build your height up, yeah? You've got 1 minute, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Okay, that's it, nice and easy. Make sure you're getting your height. That's it, just a little drizzle of your hazelnut oil. Yeah, 1 second. Excellent. Away, please. Okay, good first start. That's it. Just take it easy and get that height into it. Separate the ingredients out a little bit more, yeah?
I've just got to make sure that everyone's got to go out exactly the same as I've just sent it, so it's just a little bit hard just to try and get ahead now.
Mark's first dishes have gone. I think, you know, he's got a few things to improve on, but although he's doing well.
On the other side of the kitchen, Scott is still waiting for his first pigeon order to come in.
Yeah, I am nervous. I want to get out now, out in the restaurant.
Okay, in order, 2 venison to follow a pigeon and a beef.
Chef.
You're on there, Scott.
Right.
2 super beets, a crab to follow a pigeon and a beef.
We chef.
How long on 1 pigeon, 1 beef?
3.5, chef. Yeah, I need to nail this first one. As soon as I carve into that pigeon, I know a little bit more about what's happening.
Okay, boys, 1 minute to the pass, yeah?
Yep.
What you want to do is plate first and then cut the bird. Pick your cabbage up a little bit more. You know how I twisted it and had it up a bit? We need to move a lot faster than this, yeah?
Right.
Okay, quick now, please.
Yep.
Nice and easy, not too much around. Not bad first attempt. With your pigeon, if you just gently cut the sides off there, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, off you go. It's your first time plating it. You just
Yeah.
need to be a little bit more and a little bit more care with
Yes,
it, yeah?
chef, yeah.
With your cabbage and everything, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting a long time for that one, but we got it out. The pigeon was cooked okay, I think. She didn't say it wasn't overcooked, so just need to keep it a little bit neater.
Andy, so you've got 1 peach on, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Okay, so you're going to plate it and then I'm going to check it,
Yeah, chef.
For Andy, it's now all about the timing.
Okay, nice and neat, take it easy. Okay, Andy, so this is a crucial bit, remember, yeah? You've got to work fast, you don't want it to melt.
Chef.
Push, Andy, quick. Okay, right. What we need to do is we need to redo the roche, so it needs to be perfect, right? Just remove the ice cream off the plate. Okay, I think what we need to do is replate
Just
it.
start
You see
again,
it's starting
yeah.
to melt, so let's replate. Rob, we're going to replate, yeah? Calm down. That's it. Really focus and concentrate, yeah? Okay, we're getting there. That's it, nice and easy. Okay, now let's finish with your roche. Yeah, much better. We need to work on those roches, yeah? Okay. Do you know, it's when you're in a different environment and you're under pressure, that's when you start shaking. I know it's really hard to say, but you need to control those nerves a little bit.
Yeah. The roche is something I've done before, but as soon as chef's there, just the nerves get a bit better of you. It's tough, but I'd love to learn from the first plate and, yeah, hopefully make sure everyone's perfect from now on.
The restaurant is reaching capacity, and Mark and Scott's dishes are proving to be popular.
Lisa, just letting you know, really good feedback from the restaurant, particularly the venison dish. Lots of good comments about that today.
Great feedback from the restaurant, your venison dish.
Thank you, Chef.
OK, Scott, so this is where it really hits, yeah? Because you've got
yeah.
last 4 checks are all going to be 1 pigeon, 2 pigeon on every table, so you need to really knuckle down, yeah?
Both Scott and Mark are still being flooded with orders.
I need 2 venisons off you.
Yes, chef.
1 no mushrooms, yeah?
Yes, chef.
OK, I need it really quickly because the lady's already got her salmon, yeah?
Yes, chef. A little bit stretched at the minute. I'm just finding this dish quite difficult to naturally plate.
But with so many orders on, Mark isn't the only one feeling the pressure of cooking at this level.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just a bit under there, you can see it.
Yeah.
Use another one, we'll get another one for the table. Don't use that
OK,
one,
yeah.
You're really under on that one.
Scott's struggle to cook the pigeon means his orders are starting to back up.
Kirk, do you want to jump on and just give him a quick hand, yeah? Kirk will do your pigeons. OK,
Right.
seal these in the oven. You come up and plate your pigeon, yeah?
OK, Chef.
OK, Scott, you need to move it on this plate because I need you back on those pigeons, yeah? You need to be quick, the table's already gone. OK, let's have a look. That's it, yeah, much better. Off you go, please. OK, lovely, Scott.
Cheers, Chef. Yeah, it's hard, but I'm enjoying it. We've got the last few tables now, so it's going to be a big push getting these out, and then I'm done, so happy days.
Meanwhile, Andy is also trying to keep up with the pace.
All right, let's change this one here because it's melted. OK, let's go quickly now. OK, off you go. But when you get a push on, there's a lot to go together. It's got to go fast because it's cold, yeah?
Otherwise, it's
right.
redoing it all again. Like.
Exactly.
The last few tables are now seated, and service is starting to wind down.
OK, guys, we're away on salmon and a venison, and that's your last check, Mark, so let's make it the best one, yeah?
Yes, Chef. These are my last checks, last 2 I'm plating, so I think they look amazing.
Just think about the last finishing touches, yeah? OK, last one. Well done. You did really well. Kept up with the pace, because it can get a little bit tough as well, because there's a lot of time plating with it.
Yeah.
You know, and when you've got so many on, you've got to listen as well as cutting and doing other stuff, so you did really well. Excellent.
Cheers, thank you. Today has been an amazing learning experience. At the start, trying to build the height, it just got difficult, but I think I got into it, and by probably my last one, I was just about there.
I had the tartare of venison and it was really magnificent. I'm very impressed. I hadn't had it before. It was lovely to try it and I'm happy I did.
It was absolutely fabulous, thank you. It had a really nice texture and a really nice flavour, and it had curds, like a curd cheese with it, which was absolutely fabulous.
OK, Scott, one more pigeon. Let's make it the best one, yeah?
Yes, Chef, 2 minutes.
With Scott back on track, he needs to prove he can perfect his final check of the day.
Yeah, last pigeon. Still don't know if it's going to be perfect till I cut into it, so we'll see how it is.
That's it, nice and neat. That pigeon's lovely, that. Perfect, that last plate. Perfect.
Thanks.
Well done. You did a good job. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for letting me in the kitchen.
Not a problem.
Yeah, tough today. The first plate I dressed was a little bit ropey, but as I got into it, I started dressing them a little bit neater and a little bit tidier, so overall I think she was happy, so.
Very nice, really well cooked, perfect really, you know, very well presented. It's just what you expect here and they never let you down.
Well done, Chief.
That was hard.
OK, your starters and the mains are gone now, Andy, so it's all on you. OK, so 3 peach away there, yeah?
Yes, Chef.
Now it's Andy's last chance to conquer his nerves.
Okay, nice and quick. We need to move, yeah. Okay, Andy, I'll jump in and give you a hand there, yeah?
Thank you, Chef.
Okay, off we go, Service. You want to do dessert again, do you?
No. For as long as I live.
To get everything out perfectly without things melting,
Yeah.
and, you know, and the precision on the plate, it's a very difficult thing to do.
Just found it difficult.
Fair play to you, you got stuck in and nothing went unless it was right.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, Chef.
Good.
It was tough. I found it really difficult. Hopefully the next time I cook for Chef, it might be something a little bit more that I'm used to. Hopefully some meat or some fish.
It was one of the prettiest desserts I've had. It was delicious and refreshing, really lovely.
It was gorgeous. The flowers were really nice, touch on there. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I think it's been, you know, a really interesting day. There's times when things weren't quite right, but we rectified it before it went out. All the customers are very happy. Part of my career is teaching other people, and to have 3 people come in the kitchen and be able to show them here what we do, I think it's been, you know, a great challenge. 3 cracking lads, and I've really enjoyed having them in the company.
It's day 2, and Mark, Scott and Andy have one more chance to impress Lisa Allen. They will have to cook one of her signature dishes. A tempered dark chocolate cylinder filled with chocolate mousse, vanilla-soaked yellowed sultanas, smoked nuts and a condensed milk caramel, with pulled sugar and a salted sheep's milk ice cream.
This dish, to me, is very close to my heart. You know, I like playing with a few childhood favourite things. Chocolate, smoked nuts reminds me of a chocolate bar that is quite a lot of people's favourite. One of the biggest elements of this dish, and the most important, is the tempering of the chocolate. You've got to hit the temperatures bang on to get that cylinder perfect, because you want the shine, you want the snap on it. And this is really important, because if you go over, you start to blow the chocolate. They have to smear the chocolate onto the acetate, but it's got to be a thin, even layer, and then carefully roll up the acetate to form a long cylinder. Pulled sugar needs to be taken to 170 degrees. It's pulled out onto a silpat mat and finished off with smoked nuts. And the plating, the sweep of chocolate, cylinder down, beautiful rocher of the ice cream, and then finished with the sugar. You know, I want it to be nice, clean, precise, but very tasty.
Worried about everything. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be pastry, but it is, and I have to deal with that and get on with it.
Feeling good about this dish. It sounds like a lovely dish. Just got to kind of do it justice.
I've tempered chocolate before. I don't do it every day, so I'm not the best at it. I know what she's going to be looking for. It's just if I can deliver it.
Really have no idea how I'm going to get that chocolate out.
The crucial point of that chocolate cylinder, and you'll know whether you've done it right or wrong, is when you take that acetate off. If you haven't got it right, it could easily collapse or just won't hold its shape.
It's a bit big. That's like a cigar. The chocolate could have been tempered a bit better, but I've sort of done it. See what Lisa says.
There you can see on your cylinder that it's starting to blow. But overall presentation, I think, you know, you've done really well. You have got that snap on the chocolate, and you can hear it. Inside, for me, there's quite a lot of chocolate mousse for the balance, but I can see where you've put most of the ingredients on the plate rather than in the middle of it, so it's your own interpretation. Maybe a few more nuts in the middle and a little bit more caramel for the balance, but I think overall, I think you've done a great job.
Thank you, Chef.
I really enjoyed having you in the kitchen. I can see that you're a very talented chef and you've got a lot to offer the industry. If something doesn't go quite right, you can see that you care, which is a great thing for a chef to have.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome.
I'm happy overall with the day. She said it was nice to have me in the kitchen. She could see my passion, see my desire that I wanted to get it right when I did get it wrong. So overall, yeah, it's been a good day.
Yeah, I'm pleased with what I've done. Maybe the chocolate could have had a little bit more shine. Yeah, happy.
It looks different to mine, but that's not a bad thing because it shows individuality. Your rocher looks perfect.
Thank you.
You know, you've done that really well. Your sugar's great. Just a little bit thick maybe at the end here, but apart from that, I think it looks great.
Thank you.
You need a few more nuts in there, a few more sultanas, you know, to get the balance. You're very keen, enthusiastic, very confident. So, yeah, I think you've done a great job, and I hope you've learned something from your experience here and take something away that can help you within your career.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Just I think there was just a few blushes on the chocolate. It still had a nice crack. Yeah, I'm proud of what I've done. It's been an amazing, amazing day.
Never gonna be able to do this with my shaky hands. That was sort of like my tester, just to make sure that the chocolate was set. I've got the other one, so I'm going to pipe the mousse and everything into it and then take the outer layer off. Starting to get the shakes a little bit. Oh, man. I haven't had the shakes for weeks. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's now or never. Just got to get it from the plate to there without... I just can't control the shaking today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm relatively pleased with it. I'm glad it's in one piece and, yeah, hopefully she'll enjoy it.
Well, you've got a nice distribution of caramel in there. Maybe just a few more nuts and stuff, you know, for the balance of it. But I can see that you've put some onto the plate. You've got a nice snap in the chocolate. For the first time of doing it, I think you should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you, Chef.
You know, I'd be very happy for you to serve that dish. So, yeah, overall, it's very good.
Thank you.
My advice to you would be to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. You know, you're very passionate and you can see that. Conquer those nerves in the pastry. Yeah. I think you'll do very well.
Thanks, Chef.
Thanks.
It went really well. It went a lot better than I thought it was going to. To get the feedback I did, I'm really chuffed with that.
It's been great having the guys in the kitchen. You can see, you know, they're very keen and passionate lads. They've all done extremely well. They fit into the kitchen, they serve some great food, and I was very happy with the signature dish.
It's been an inspiration coming up here. Amazing chef, beautiful building, amazing food.
It's been like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get one-on-one tuition with Lisa. Her team have been very welcoming and made it very easy for us. I just didn't make it very easy for myself.
It's been a massive experience coming to Northcote. Lisa's been amazing. Every day's a school day and I've learnt today, so yeah, it's been good.
I want our chefs to come back from Northcote feeling energised about where they've been. The passion that Lisa has for her food is incredible.
I hope our chefs have managed to absorb a little bit of that talent, because that could be the extra push that they will need in their cooking today.
Chefs, welcome back. You've seen Lisa's food. Today, it's now all about you and your food. You're cooking for a place in finals week.
You have 1 hour and 45 minutes to cook one main course and a dessert. We can only take the best chefs through, so you better make this count if you want that place. Good luck. Off you go.
My competition has been up and down. It's taken its toll on me. If I nail these dishes, and Monica and Marcus like them, and they can see technical skill, I believe these dishes are strong enough to get me through.
Scott, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good, good. How was your time with Lisa?
It was tough, but overall I really enjoyed the experience. It was amazing. And you just pick up little tips and techniques. Yeah, it's given me that little kick up the backside, I guess, to carry on and keep doing well.
Good.
Right. So what are you going to make for us today, Scott?
I'm doing John Dory with oysters, cockles, cucumber, Cornish potatoes and caviar. And dessert, I'm going to do a honeycomb mousse with sorrel, raspberries and apple.
Wow, Scott, where are these dishes from?
It sounds a bit of a cliche, but this is the best of the southwest. My dad used to live down in Devon, so as a young boy we used to go fishing. Being brought up in South East London, I love cockles. I still go to Southend on my bank holiday and have a tub of cockles with my daughter, so this dish means a lot to me. So,
where's the inspiration for your dessert come from?
When I used to go to the fairground, I used to love winning the honeycomb, and I just wanted to take honeycomb to sort of next level and create something a little bit different in a mousse. It's really light, really sweet.
Hey, sounds great.
Thank you,
sounds
thank
great.
you.
Always with you, there's always a little twist, Scott, and that's what we like about your food so far.
Thank
so
you.
let's hope that continues.
Go get him.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Scott always brings a bit of Cockney charm to the kitchen. I love the little twists that he puts into his food. Pan-fried John Dory with cockles, oysters and oyster juice. Again, a great sounding dish. There's a very fine line with John Dory between cooked well and overcooked.
Scott is making a honeycomb mousse, and he's going to make a sorrel and apple juice. I believe sorrel makes sense on a dessert because it does have that sharpness. He's got to be careful. We know with honeycomb, you've got to stop the cooking very quickly. Otherwise, it will continue to cook and become very strong and very bitter.
I'm happy at the moment, yeah. The time catches up with you so quickly, you just can't take it for granted, so I just need to push now.
Chefs, half an hour has gone.
Oh, it's going to be really difficult to cook against Andy and Scott. It's probably the most nervous I've felt in the whole competition so far. Hopefully, if I don't mess up, then these dishes will see me through.
How are you, Mark?
I'm very well, thank you.
What are you cooking for us?
Some plaice with different textures of cauliflower. For dessert, I'm doing a coconut panna cotta with salt-baked pineapple, ginger beer sorbet. It's a little bit of coriander and basil gel on there. It's a nice fresh dessert after you've tried everything today.
Where's the inspiration for these dishes come from?
I really like plaice. I think it's a beautiful fish. I love the difference you can kind of get with cauliflower, and you can kind of change it by just cooking it in different ways.
It sounds like to me, Mark, a very simple dish.
It is a simple dish, but it's a beautiful dish. There's lots of little elements on it.
You've tested them and you've tasted them.
The plaice dish I've done twice, and the dessert I've done numerous times. I'm also against two amazing chefs who are cooking their heart out today, so I've got to up it and kind of make sure it's perfect for you.
Great. We'll let you crack on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark is making for us a main course, which is plaice, and a lot of different textures and ways of preparing cauliflower. We're having pickled cauliflower, roasted cauliflower, and a puree of cauliflower.
One thing I do know about cauliflower, it does have a big flavour. And sometimes if there's too much of it, it could overpower the fish itself. Coconut panna cotta, flavours of the tropics. This sounds great. The garnish is salt-baked pineapple. I really love the sound of that. But, as always with a panna cotta, it's got to have the right consistency. It's got to have the wobble factor.
Chefs, it's your last 45 minutes. Make sure it's a good one. Andy's main course is sea trout. He's serving that with a mussel broth. The cooking of the sea trout is in a sous vide bag in the water bath. The skin has been taken off. He's going to crisp that separately. He's serving it with cucumber, samphire and spring onion. Cockles, all these ingredients work together. It's going to be about balance and, of course, the beautiful cooking of the sea trout.
He needs to be careful on the cooking of the mussels. I hope he doesn't overcook them so they shrivel down and they get quite chewy though.
Andy's dessert is almost like a millefeuille of chocolate delice, a passion fruit parfait. In between, he's going to have layers of chocolate tuile.
This dessert, if it's balanced right, can work very well.
Obviously, going up against the other two, it is daunting, but I'm a fighter, so they best be bringing their A game.
Andy, did you enjoy your time at Lisa Allen's?
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was very tough for me. But one thing that I took away from Lisa was to be more confident in myself, and I can do it, and that's why I'm here still.
I'm looking forward to seeing these two dishes from our new Andy.
Thank you. I was a timid boy when I first come into the kitchen, and now I feel a lot more relaxed. I'm confident in what I'm doing. These two know by now that I'm not going to go down without a fight, so
right,
these dishes are going to be the best that I've done in this competition, hopefully.
I wish you the best of luck, Andy.
Cheers.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Andy has definitely come back into the kitchen fighting. He's cooked himself into the semi-finals. The question is going to be, can he cook himself a place in finals week?
Just trying to bring everything together now. Just a little bit worried about my fish. I could be happier.
Chefs, you've got 10 minutes left.
My hands are shaking like mad now.
Chefs, this is your last 2 minutes.
Andy, just step back and take a deep breath. You've done so well so far. Don't lose the plot now. Last 60 seconds. Make him count.
Chefs, that's it. Time's up. Stop cooking.
Mark is up first.
These plates of food look fantastic yet again.
Thank you.
His main course is plaice with cauliflower scales, pickled and roasted cauliflower couscous, and cauliflower puree, pickled grapes and golden raisins, with a creamy fish and grape juice sauce.
The sauce is stunning. It's creamy, it's velvety. It's such an enjoyable plate of food to eat, and it's so clever how you captured the different textures and the different methods of cooking a simple cauliflower.
Thank you very much.
The cauliflower does work very, very well. It's not overpowering. The very delicate flavour of the plaice itself is absolutely great. The sauce, it's got a velvetiness about it. It's rich. I think that little addition of grape juice in there, I'm taking that one. That's a good one. Great dish.
Thank you very much.
For dessert, Mark has made coconut panna cotta topped with salt-baked pineapple, a basil coriander gel, ginger tuiles, puffed rice and viola flowers, and a ginger sorbet with desiccated coconut.
The presentation of the panna cotta looks great, but as always with the panna cotta, it's all about the texture.
I love the idea of a salt-baked pineapple. I just find the salt has not penetrated enough to make a difference, but I love the tuile. The popped rice is nice. What I do like is when you take that sorbet with desiccated coconut around it, it actually enhances what that panna cotta is.
All of the flavours in this dish work together. The coconut, the pineapple, the mango, the ginger beer sorbet, they're always going to work together, but they've been in safe hands today, and you've really delivered that level of expectation that you want from those ingredients.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
2 fantastic plates of food again. Well done.
Thank you very much. Today was difficult, and I think I pushed myself as much as I could. I created 2 good dishes, so I can't ask for any more than that.
Scott's main is pan-fried John Dory with oysters, cockles, Cornish new potatoes, caviar, baby courgette flowers, cucumber, florets of Romanesque cauliflower, and oyster leaves, with an oyster sauce.
Very, very nice eye for detail there, and beautiful presentation.
Thank you.
Very good. It's so light and delicate. The flavours of the sauce in the centre work so well, and the choice of fish is great, beautifully cooked. The freshness of this dish is just a delight and really does sing out that beautiful coastal flavour that you were looking for, and I think you've absolutely nailed that.
Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
So moist. It's almost like it's jumped out the sea into the pan and straight onto the plate. It's such a joy to eat something that just comes together so harmoniously. The bits of cucumber, the samphire, the little bits of caviar, I believe is possibly the best plate of food I've had from you in the competition. Very happy here.
Thank you.
I think you've done a great, great job.
Thank you.
Scott's honeycomb mousse, topped with honeycomb, is served with fresh raspberries, diced apple, and apple puree, with a sorrel sauce.
Scott, this dessert looks delicious. I love the colours.
Thank you.
Your honeycomb mousse is so clever. It's almost a caramel. I love it. And then you've got this lemon flavour coming through the sorrel. It's just so, so delicious. Really. That's a really good one.
Brilliant dessert. It's quite exceptional to see a chef cook under this pressure and to deliver such great, powerful flavour in a dessert and make it work. The sorrel juice with the apple works great. It's an absolute delight. It's a fabulous dessert. I mean, it's just brilliant.
Thank you.
If I was a cooking chef in this competition right now, Scott, I'd be very worried about you.
Their comments were amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy. They really like the dishes, so happy days.
Finally, it's Andy's confit sea trout, topped with crispy skin and crab emulsion, with a garnish of cockles, mussels, cucumber, samphire, spring onions, and a mussel broth.
Andy, I really like the idea of water bathing the sea trout, and it's worked very well. The crispy skin with the egg, the crab meat going through it, I really like that. Quite a nice big flavour of the crab and the sea, and then this fabulous stock that you've made from your mussels and the clams, and I think it's just absolutely delicious. You've delivered it as it reads on the menu. Good dish.
Thank you, chef.
The stock is quite flavoursome. The garnish is cooked very well. Samphire is still firm. The mussels, for me, are a tad overcooked, but it is a good tasting sea trout dish.
Thank you, chef.
For dessert, Andy has served chocolate delice, passion fruit parfait, passion fruit curd, and pistachio nuts.
Andy, your chocolate delice is not set, it was runny from the beginning. The passion fruit parfait, however, is quite lovely. It's almost having a lovely passion fruit ice cream on the side, and I love the crunch of the pistachios. However, it's not a great dessert, mainly because the delice hasn't worked.
The passion fruit parfait has a lovely flavour. It's very good. Passion fruit, chocolate, pistachio nuts, the chocolate twirls, this all really does work together as a flavour. It's just a little unfortunate that it hasn't quite worked from a setting point of view, which is a shame.
Thank you, chef.
I'm feeling a little bit disappointed. Just made a silly mistake. I think if I hadn't made that mistake, then I felt like I was in with a chance, but at this stage you can't make mistakes like that.
Anyway, thanks very much, boys.
Chefs, another great day in the kitchen, another tough day in the kitchen. We asked you to come here to cook your best food, and you've done just that. But we are only going to take the strongest chefs through to finals week. Go and take a break. We'll call you back with our decision. Thank you.
What a semi-final round. Some great, great cooking here today.
3 good chefs in the kitchen, and they certainly proved themselves worthy of a place in the semi-finals.
Mark has been our chef that's cooked steadily throughout the competition. And I always find it's a worry every time he comes back in here that he's going to stumble. But no, Mark's 2 plates of food today looked stunning and they tasted as good.
It's pretty hard to find Mark's mistakes. This chef just isn't putting a foot wrong right now.
I think today was the most pressure I've felt. I'm up against 2 great chefs who also deserve to get through, so it's a difficult decision that they've got to make.
What about Scott? Now, this chef has got my attention, all for the right reasons. Today, he has really stood out and said, I am a contender and I'm here to fight.
Scott raised himself to another level today that I've not seen him do before. Great cooking, absolute treat. It was heaven.
Today's comments were absolutely mind-blowing. It's exactly what I needed, the business end of the competition now, so hopefully I've done enough to get through.
We really wanted Andy to push himself today, and that's exactly what he did. I really liked Andy's menu. I liked the ingredients that he was using, and it was also quite original for him as well.
Andy's dessert had the makings of a great dessert. Unfortunately, it wasn't executed to the level that Andy needed to.
I feel a little bit frustrated with myself. I always wanted to go home cooking the best food that I could. I haven't done that today, but whatever the outcome, I'll still be proud and hold my head up high.
We ask our chefs to come into this kitchen and give it their all, and they did just that. We've had some great food.
However, I feel there is one chef that's been outclassed and outcooked today.
Chefs, what an exceptional day in the kitchen. Great battle, but we can only take our strongest chefs through to finals week.
Marcus and I have made a decision. The chef that is leaving us today is Andy.
Thank you, Chef.
Best of luck, Andy.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, obviously disappointed, but this whole experience has taught me that I shouldn't doubt myself. I am good at what I do, and this has only just made that more evident. Obviously, I would love to have been through to the final, but someone's got to go home.
Chefs, congratulations, you're through to the finals.
Number 2.
Oh, I feel absolutely amazing being in the final of MasterChef. The competition doesn't get any easier. I don't think I want to face Scott again, to be honest. Hopefully it'll just all go well for me.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing with that result today. Round the corner's just going to get tougher and tougher. So I'm just looking forward to see what happens next.
Next time, it's the Professional MasterChef Finals. And the fight for the title is on. They will have to cook for some of the country's greatest chefs.
I'm actually very hungry and looking forward to eating the whole thing.
I couldn't find any faults with it. Absolutely fantastic. This is what MasterChef's all about.
And survive in one of the world's most creative restaurants.
Yes, fantastic.
Only one of them will be crowned Professional MasterChef Champion 2015.